Hi, we're Jason and Michelle. We run an Airbnb,
go to sporting events, and attend concerts. This is our channel, Sunshine Spectators.
There is a building boom for stadiums and arenas around the nation. This is a Jason only video this week. This is kind of my rabbit hole. Michelle and I do attend numerous sporting events each year. Our channel, Sunshine Spectators, looks at short-term rental and sporting events that we go to, and concerts as well. We have a new channel. This is pretty new, so give us a like. This video, it's not going to be should or shouldn't taxpayers pay for the stadium. This is going to be through the lens of someone who goes to the events. I'll start with where we are, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have unveiled the Stadium of the Future project. Cost $2.2 billion, split between the city and the Jags. The renderings, very nice. Looks like it'll be a version of SoFi Stadium in LA. Outdoors, but undercover. We've been to numerous games at Everbank Field, Everbank Stadium, TIAA Bank Field, back to Everbank Stadium. Been to numerous games. It does get very hot. So protecting the fans from the direct heat, like Miami, good idea. They do plan on keeping the Pool Cabana area. This is a very nice spot to watch a game from. Pricey, but fun. By far, the best time we've ever had a game, despite our team losing that day. Speaking of our team, the Baltimore Ravens, recently the team got $430 million to upgrade the stadium. This is part of the Camden Yards agreement. There will be 2 new concert venues, an indoor sports bar, and a year-round fan shop. That seems to be what all the teams want now. The Patriots have something like this, and Jerry's World in Dallas, along with the Battery in Atlanta. Haven't been able to see those places yet. We do plan on going to Dallas this football season to see the Ravens play. Sticking in the Mid-Atlantic, the group that owns the Capitals and the Wizards plans to build an arena in Alexandria's Potomac Yard. Virginia's proposal would cost about $2.2 billion to build. Monumental Sports would put in a total of $819 million. Alexandria would front $106 million. The rest, nearly $1.5 billion, would be paid for through money borrowed from Wall Street. The team's owners say the deal at Capital One Arena just not a good one, and he has crime concerns in the area. We've been to a few Caps games. Love the train that takes you right to the arena. The hotel we stay at most of the time right near the arena. I remember when Capital One was being built, it was built to bring up the surrounding area. It certainly has done that. Moving back to Florida and the Tampa Bay Rays, I don't want to pile on the Trop, but it's not a great stadium. The food choices are okay. I do like the setup of the main food court area. The cost of the new ballpark, $1.3 billion. The Rays are paying half. It will be a dome, which is needed in the area. Just the heat and how many rainstorms roll through during the summer. But it doesn't address the issue many said is the reason for low fan attendance. The location. People in Tampa Bay say it's too far to drive to St. Petersburg. The stadium will be built in the same location. But from the renderings, it looks like the surrounding area will also be built up. And we plan on heading to the Trop as part of the Orioles fan takeover. It's Camden Yards South when the Birds come to town. Heading to Buffalo, the new stadium for the Bills. I love the life-sized Buffalo out front. We haven't been to a game here. Maybe if the Ravens play early in the season, we can make the trip and visit Niagara Falls. Over 60% of the fans will be covered from the weather. I get why they're not doing a dome here. People love watching Buffalo winter games on TV. Even if they domed it, would Buffalo be considered a Super Bowl location? What about it, Edgar? Think they'd be a Super Bowl location? You don't care just as long as you're getting a pet. Moving now to Nashville and the world's largest Topgolf. The new home of the Tennessee Titans. This is scheduled to open in 2027 with a cost of $2.1 billion. Taxpayers will pay $1.26 in the funding. And this will have a translucent dome and will be geared to attract Super Bowls, Final Fours, college football playoffs. I can see all of those events in Nashville. It's a city that's hungry for sports. It already has the music scene. I visited once a long time ago, and I really want to go back. And we'll stay in Nashville. The city really also wants Major League Baseball. Is there stadium fatigue in that city? The minor league park was built in 2015. A soccer club stadium was finished in 2017. I don't have a breakdown of the projected cost of this project, but the group is Music City Baseball, and they're looking for an expansion team or for a team to move. Last year, there were fears in Baltimore that the Orioles could move there, but with a new extension at Camden Yards and the clown that owns the Orioles selling, that has faded. But other MLB teams could consider it, like maybe the Chicago White Sox. Their current stadium was built at the same time as Camden Yards. I've never been there, but friends say they enjoy their time at the park. The Sox proposed location is in an area called the 78. They want $1 billion in funding from Chicago and the state of Illinois. The renderings look pretty cool. Now, for the hot mess that is Oakland, maybe the Las Vegas A's. I feel for you fans in Oakland. I thought John Angelos was bad, but John Fisher said, "Hold my beer." Supposedly the A's have submitted 3 renderings that the public hasn't seen in the state about the stadium in Vegas. The most known one is a park at the Tropicana site. Many are questioning if a stadium can be built on 9 acres. And the city of Oakland and the A's had a meeting. The A's would need to find a temporary home until a Vegas park could be built. That deal could be on shaky ground. This issue with the Oakland Coliseum seems to have been going on forever. The stadium is outdated. I like the Howard Terminal renderings. Why can't all these sides work it out and keep the team in the Bay Area? And now into Kansas City and the Royals' new stadium. I've always wanted to visit Kauffman Stadium. Loved the Fountains idea. I remember when that stadium had turf. I understand numerous sites are under consideration, but the stadium would be downtown, and estimates are ranging from $2 to over $6 billion depending on what publication you read. I've always liked that the baseball and the football stadiums are next to each other. It was the blueprint for Baltimore and the Camden Yards project. And now for some cities that are looking to get sports. Portland wants an MLB team. Tampa could have been a candidate for moving. The Portland Diamond Project, this proposal would feature a retractable roof. And Salt Lake City is trying to attract MLB and the NHL. Well, let's start with hockey. The Utah Jazz owner submitted a bid, and lawmakers have passed a resolution supporting the endeavor. While they'd like an expansion team, you can't overlook the Phoenix Coyotes and its arena situation. The LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights are scheduled to play a preseason game in Salt Lake in September. In baseball, the Power District is a 100-acre development. It would include restaurants, businesses, and green space trails. Estimated price tag, $3.5 billion. What a backdrop that would be in the center field of the mountains. And we'll end back in Florida. I don't see where the Orlando Dreamers go forward. The Rays may have been their best chance. The group still claims Orlando is a good expansion opportunity. The group says the Dome Stadium would cost $1.7 billion, with taxpayers paying the billion part. Once again, a dome would be needed due to the heat and rain during the season. It would be a 35-acre site in the tourist district near International Drive, which is also very close to SeaWorld. So here's the stadiums we're going to go to this year. We hope to get to a few Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp games here in Jacksonville. The Orioles when they play in Miami and in Tampa. And when football season rolls back around, we're looking to seeing the Ravens in Tampa and in Dallas.